All right, what's up, Algebra AB, Form B of the quiz. Okay, so let's go through this. So we're looking for everything equal to 5 to the 6th. So let's just simplify each one. This will be 5 squared 3 times, because that's what this cube is doing. And so that is 5, 5, and then 2 more 5s, and then 2 more 5s. And that ends up being 5 to the 6th. So A is correct. Let's look at B here. This will give me 5, 5 times by 3 5s. So that's only 5 total there. So I get 5 to the 5th. So that's no good. Over here, I get 12 5s up top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 2 on the bottom. So when I divide out some of these, I end up with 5 to the 10th, which is no good. And the last one over here, oh, that's just 5 to the 6th one time, which is 5 to the 6th. So A and D are our answers there. Okay, let's look at number 2. This cube is telling me to do 2y 3 times, so I get 2y times 2y times 2y. I like to rearrange it, put all my numbers by each other. 2 times 2 times 2, y times y times y. So I end up with 8y to the 3rd. All right, pause it there if you want to look at the work. Here's number 3. This is a tricky one. Again, whenever I get division problems, I like to draw out my division sign, and then I'll do top, numerator, and denominator. So I'll get 5x's up top and 10x's on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these will divide out, these will divide out, these will divide out, these will divide out. So I am left with, what am I left with? My numerator. What's x divided by x? 1. X divided by x again, 1. Times 1, times 1, times 1. What's 1 times 1 times 1 times 1? It is just 1 in the numerator, and I'm left with x to the 5th in the denominator. 1 over x to the 5th. A lot of kids will forget this numerator and just write x to the 5th. Okay, over here, we get xx, and another x, and another x, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So it's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is x to the 11th. All right. Let's look over here. Again, I like to put all my numbers by each other. Or I guess we'll expand first. 8xxx times 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put the numbers by each other. 8 times 5. How many x's do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that is x to the 7th. So 40x to the 7th. Okay, number 6. So now we've got a negative exponent in there. This whole thing is divided by 1. I like to draw that first because it makes it a little bit easier to get this guy downstairs in the denominator. So my x to the negative 3 goes downstairs and becomes x to the positive 3. And y to the 4th will just stay where it is. And that's it. Oh, love number 7. What is almost anything raised to the 0th power? It is going to be 1. This whole thing raised to the 0th power is just 1. Okay, 2 more. For the division problems, I always like to draw out a big denominator. So let's simplify 3 over 9. That's going to be 1 over 3. Let's expand out our a's. So this will give me A, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's look at our b's. So this will have to go to the denominator. And then this will have to go to the numerator. So we're going to switch them. So we end up with b to the 6th and b squared here. So I get 1 over 3, a to the 3rd, or sorry, cancel out some a's. And I still have 6 b's up here. And I'm left with 2 a's down here. B squared, b, cancel out some b's or divide out some b's. And so our final answer would be 1 b to the 4th over 3a squared. That's a super tricky problem, but it all just comes down to expanding out, knowing that those two negatives switch, and making sure you're simplifying your numbers. Okay, and let's do the last one here. Not quite the last one. So let's see, this square is telling me to do 5x cubed times 5x cubed. And I still have this x left over. And denominator, I just have x cubed. Now I'm going to expand everything out. So I get 5xxx times 5xxx times x over xxx. Divide out a couple of these. I am left with 25 x to the 4th. Okay, and there's actually one more down here. So 2 to the 3rd is 8. 2 squared is 4. 2 to the 1st is 2. 2 to the 0 is 1. 2 to the negative 1 is 1 half. 2 to the negative 2 is 1 over 4. And 2 to the negative 3 is 1 over 8. And that is because 2 to the negative 1 equals 1 over 2 to the 1st. 2 to the negative 2 equals 1 over 2 squared, which is 1 over 4. And 2 to the negative 3 equals 1 over 2 to the 3rd, which is 1 over 8. And that's it. Nice job, guys. I will have the answer key up there too. Thank you.